Let me let me know if you guys can see my screen. So in the last session, we discussed about the lot of with respect to the built-in functions that are available with the SQL Server. So more or less, we discussed about the date functions and string functions, and also what are the different types of the conversion, cast and convert, as well as we discussed about the case statements, as well as we discussed about the some of the functions called convert and also the casting part of it. So you guys are clear on those things. Also we covered some of the substring and replace and stuff. All these substring functions we have been covered. So any questions on that from anyone before we get started today's session?
Boss.
If not, today we will get started with the some of the Windows functions that are available in SQL Server. The Windows functions are the functions which are available in SQL Server to help to do the some of the row numbering part of it, also the rank functions of it, as well as uh, divide the data based on the certain criterias. I mean to say, example, we have a data in a table such as student table is there. In that student tables, we are having the column called student ID and student name and corresponding course, and what are the subjects and corresponding marks that he got in the exam, right? So when he got the marks in the exam, uh, we I mean basically the requirement that comes in, we have to segregate the rank function. I mean to say, need to assign the rank based on the marks that student has got in the exam, right? So if at all that is the category that I need to do and assign the ranking function to the data that is available in the student table, then there are some Windows functions that are available. Not only in this case, I'm telling, in general, whenever the data is available in the table and there is some requirement to segregate the data in the divide, categorize the data based on the certain criteria, based on the type, based on the category, based on the groupism of the data, such as department wise, such as student wise, such as course wise, such as marks wise. And also some cases we want to assign some of the ranks based on the first highest salary. Example, there is a employee table. In the employee table, we need to find out who is the highest salary getter in the employee table. In that is the case, then we need to find out who is the maximum salary that person is getting in the particular department, and also who is getting the last nth salary. Nth salary means, now we know the function that are available, max and minimum, to identify the first highest salary and last highest salary. But there is a certain requirement such as we have to identify the nth number of the salary. Nth number of the salary means there are 100 records in the table. Out of that, one of the employee ID which is in between the 100, example 51st person who is getting the highest salary in the employee table. Then if I want to identify who is the maximum highest salary, that is nothing but the 51, then there is a nth. 51 is the nth kind of a rank that we need to identify. For that also, there are some Windows functions that are available in SQL Server which can help us to derive that particular data and assign the ranking functions out of the particular values. Okay, this is theoretical background that I gave. I will demonstrate now with the example how we can utilize all these row functions, how we can use the dense functions, how we can use the rank function. There are certain differences that we will find out, but we will understand with more of the practical way of learning. Okay, so let's get into the practical session. Now I created one table called test table. That test table is having the ID column and department column and the code column. ID column is more or less is an integer column where it is having the identity also. Okay, identity, nothing but you need not to pass any values for it. Identity will generate the seed and then the increment values for it as and when the data gets inserted into this table. So that's the hallmark of the identity definition, right? That we learned in the beginning of the learning SQL Server sessions. Okay. So just I reiterated that for the convenience. So department, again, it's a kind of a term, characters 10 that I assigned, not null condition. And then the code is the column where it is an integer type and not null. Primary key constraint that we assigned here is ID column. So now I inserted the data into this test table. So I just randomly I inserted some data which is valid for us to do the validation. Now if I select, I already inserted the data, no need to reinsert that, it will fail with the duplication of error. So now I will just select the data which I inserted into that table. If you observe, right, id column is the nothing but the who is that? Okay, so id column is already inserted with the values of. If you guys are not speaking, please go on mute. If you have any questions, please you can bring out the questions so that I can answer for them. Okay. So id column is having the id 5, 28, 51. All these are inserted, and the department is E is the one category, B is the one category, A is the one category. Again, there is a VE is the one category, right? So there are multiple different departments that has been created, inserted with the data, and then the corresponding codes also inserted. Now, and if you observe, right, now my requirement is, what is row number? Row number is a function to make you understand easily, right? So example, there is a department column, okay, and corresponding I can say department under department D1. So this is the department 1. For this department, there is one person, employee, you can say employee name, right? Employee name. uh, who is that employee name? You can name it anything, Chetan, right? And similarly, there is another same department, there is another person, you can say Naveen, right? And same department, there is another person, Avinash, something like this, right? So next another department is there, D2. Okay, in the D2 department, there is a person called ABC, and another D2 person is having the CAB, right? So name of it, I'm just giving the sake of understanding. So D3, another department is there. There he is working DEF, right? So if this is the data in your table, just assume that there is a department column and there is a employee name column, correct? Right? When you have a two columns and you are having a data within these tables, such as D1 department, Chetan is mapped to that D1 department, he is working under D1 department. Similarly, Naveen is working under the D1 department, and Avinash is also working under the D1 department. And under D2 department, there are two people are working. One is ABC is the one person, and CAB is the another person. And under the D3, there is another person called DEF. So there are three different categories, three different departments under that corresponding employees are working. Now, what is row number? Row number, as I said earlier, it categorize the data and assign the serialized number for the each row number data based on the categorization, based on the partition that I do, right? Partition is nothing but it's a group. There are three groups you can identify here. One is department 1 is a one group, department 2 is another group, department 3 is another group. There are three groups are there. Under each group, you can say that D1 is having a 3 employees, D2 is having 2 employees, and D3 is having 1 employee. So when I do the query such as select ID, okay, department code, you can assume that this is a department, right? And code, you can leave it about, you can take it as a employee name, okay, in this case. And when you do the row number, right? So what is row number over partition by? This is the syntax how you need to use and write the row number functionality, which is a Windows function that has been given by SQL Server. So you have to give the column names of the table, and then you have to mention the row number function. After row number function, over clause you have to use, and under the inside the bracket you have to use the partition by. So partition by is the main clause which helps to categorize the data. So you are saying in this query that by writing like this, over partition by department, that means you are asking this, whatever the data that is present in this table, categorize the data on the department column. Whatever the column that you're going to mention here, based on that, the categorization of the data is going to happen and gets the output out of it. That's the understanding. Okay. And after partition by department, you mention the order by code. That means you sort the data once after the categorization of data happens within the table and assigns the serialized number of row numbers. After that, you order sorts the data and showcase me the output by the code, whether it's when you are not mention any ascending and descending, default it will take it as ascending. So it sorts the data in code wise with the ascending order and displays the output. So now with this understanding, now we are having the, so example, the whenever assign the row number for this example, you assign the row number for this particular set, what the output will come when you write a query like this. So let us assume that whatever the row number function that comes out as output for that column, I am aliasing as count value or row count, whatever you want to give. You can assign like row count column, which is the output of this. When you do the row number function on department wise and write a query and try to get the output, how the row number assignment will go is, since d1 is having a one row Chetan, that will give 1. Okay. And second, again d1 is having the second employee, so that will give the categorization as 2. Okay. Similarly, under d1 there is another employee which will categorize the 3. So as many as number of employees under the single category, it will keep on giving the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 assignment, as many as number of employees working under single category. Okay. But with this, now the d1 employees are over and assignment of 1 2 3 is over. When the next row it will go and search, right, there is a d2. D2 is the department which is not similar to the d1, that is a different department, right? This is another categorization. So when the partition by department comes into the picture, right, d1 is got changed to d2. Now the row number assignment should start again from 1 for the D2 categorization. Similarly, there is another employee who is working under D2, it categorizes as a 2, right? So now if it goes to the last row of this, again the department is got changed. Since the department is getting changed, when now D3 will be having only one employee, again it will assign as a 1. So what is the understanding that you need to have is, so when I give the partition by department, I am asking the query that group the data on the based on the department and assign the row numbers for that. That is, row number is nothing but a serialization of the data. So what it does is, it will go and check the first categorization d1. Under d1 it will assign the whatever all the employees that are working under d1, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, as many as number of employees are working under same department. If example, if there is another employee is there under d1, okay, check it as xyz. Okay, this guy is there, then again the assignment will go as 4. Okay. And under d3 there is another employee. Okay. Similarly, d3 you can take it as anz, right? If this is the guy that is working under d3 department, it will give as 2. Like this, it categorizes the data based on the department wise, based on the serialization, based on the number of employees mapping to the particular employee. That's how the row number functionality works. Now with the data that is available, now I made you guys understand how the row number function works and it displays the data. Now let us try with the example which has been loaded into this data table. In the test table, right, if you observe, there is a id 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and a b c, like this n number of departments are there. Okay. Again some a b c, again a, under a some of the employees are working, again under b some of the employees are working. Like this, the data is too much, around 60 odd records are there, which has been various department under the same department, there are multiple codes are mapped together. Now if I write a query with the partition and row number function, so my requirement is simple. I want to categorize the data based on department. Okay, a department, how many codes are there, and assign the row numbers for it. And b department, assign the code and what are those row number functionality assignment to that. Similarly, as many as number of different categories of departments are there, categorize and assign the row number. That's the requirement that I am having. If I am having that requirement and that is the ask for it, Then how you need to write a query? You need to write a query, select id column, you are selecting the id column as is, and department column, selecting the department column display as is, and then code column as is. And now you are not having any other columns out of it, only three columns it is displaying. And you are adding the row number function for it, row number, row underscore number, open parenthesis, close parenthesis. That's how it's the syntax goes for it. And over partition by department. So whatever the data, whatever the row number assignment happens, it should categorize the data based on the department wise. That's the understanding of this query. And once the categorization is done, order by code data, that means it will display the ascending order of the code data. It will not show the bigger number code of the in the beginning and last. It's not like that. It will display that ascending order of the code data. It will display small to big, and it will display the name of that particular column as cnt. That's the aliasing part of it from table name test table. So with this query, we are going to do the row number assignment for the data that is available in test table. Let's see how it does is, a department, these many employees are there. Let's do one thing. 1 minute, I will show you the entire set of a data with a clear picture and assignment of the row number as well. See how it works. Now there are employee codes who are working under department A. These many are there. You can say 15 employee codes are mapped to this department, that is A. And all the department code, if you observe for the A, right, it is in the ascending order. 51 is the small one, 111 is the next highest one, next highest is 169, and 514 is the next highest. So it made the ascending order of data of the code for that particular department wise. Okay, it categorized the department, and it also assigned the row number serialization for all the employee code who are mapping under the A department. That is, it assigned the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 4, 14, 15, 15 employees. Now, another employee code department started B. Under B, whoever all the employee codes are mapping, it sorts the data in the code wise, and it showcased, and also it assigned the department row numbers for the all those categorization, right? And again, C is department started, again it categorized. If you observe, right, C is having only three employees. It displays 1, 2, 3 and stop the assignment of the row number. And the next category starts from D department code. Again, the categorization of row number started from 1, 2, 3, again different. Similarly, E for the again three employees, F is again for the three employees. So what does the query, whatever the query that has been written here, it assigns the data, partitions the data based on department, and order by the data, that is ascending order of the code data, and also assigns the row number functions for all the data that has been categorized under department. You guys got it, or any question? This is the row number functionality, and it is one of the function which is most robustly used in SQL Server. And one of the interview questions also comes under this as, based on this row number, I you may ask to delete the duplicate data that is present in the table. So that's the assignment that I'm going to give after this session. So there is a data which is duplicated data that is present in the table. You need to create a table, you create the duplicate data, and make sure that you have to assign the row number and use this row number function, and delete the duplicate data and showcase me. That's the assignment for you guys to come back and answer me based on the understanding that you got today on the row number function. Any questions from anyone, or you guys understood everything?
Sir,
Yes, go on.
sir, what is the difference between partition by and group by?
Partition by, see, that is the difference. One is group by is the aggregate function, and partition by is the Windows function that is available. Okay, there is no much difference. Only the thing is, the group by is always the aggregate function which will use the grouping of the data. But in case of partition by, whenever we are using the row Windows functions along with the partition by clause, that is more of the Windows function capability, which helps to categorize the data. More or less both are same to help to group the data of the based on the certain categorization, but partition by is more useful when you are using the along with the Windows functions. Windows functions are nothing but row number, rank, dense rank. These kind of Windows functions. You will be using these partition by class. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So this is the understanding of row number. Now there is another category. There is another two Windows functions that are available. One is rank and dense rank. What is rank? What is dense rank? Rank is again it categorizes the data and assigns the ranking function for those data. I mean to say here in the row number, what it does is it categorizes the data, but it doesn't ranks the data, right? It is just generally categorized and give the serialization number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whether it's a bigger one, smaller one, it doesn't matter for that. It categorizes the data and assign the serialization for it. But rank is the function which categorize the data and also based on the small or big and based on the ascending or descending, it assigns the rank for those. Example, one student is there. Okay, let me give you best example. Student ID is there and marks is there, right? And also subject is there. I will go with very small set of a data to make you guys understand. So there is one student. Okay, there is one student, student ID 1, whose name is ABC. Okay, not name. Okay, let's give a name also, name and then the subject, right? So let's do that. Student ID 1, whose name is ABC. The same ABC person is on the above also here, right? And subject is, you can take it as English, right? English. And marks he got would have been 95, right? Similarly, ABC, another subject, you can say that mathematics, right? He would have got 99. So there is another student, student ID 2, who is having DEF is the his name. For the English subject, he would have got 96. And similarly, student ID 2, again, for the subject, for the name he is having is DEF, but his subject is mathematics, right? For mathematics, he would have got 100. Now, I want to rank the person, rank the person based on name and also based on the subject wise, right? If you observe, right, ABC is the student ID 1, who is ABC, he's scored English in the 95, and another person who is DEF for the English, he scored 96. If I do the subject wise categorization, right, for English, who is the highest? If you see, 96 is the highest, and the rank should be given as the 1 for this guy. Rank should be given as 1 for this guy, and another same subject for the rank 95, he should give as rank 2 if I do the categorization of based on subject based on the name, right? Similarly, if I do the subject categorization, name, student ID and the English and the other subject, right? For mathematics, let's consider for mathematics, ABC is having 99 and DEF guy is having 100. For this, who is highest here? Highest is again DEF is the first rank and this guy is the second rank. So, what is the meaning of it? So, based on this categorization, it gave the rank data also. It ranked the number of based on the marks. So, it not only assigned the serialization, it ranked the function. If I do the descending order of the data, how the data will do? Data will looks like, if I do the data based on the ascending and descending, right? If I do this descending, what it will does is it categorizes like this. How it categorizes: 99 will be first, sorry, 96 will be the first person, and 95 will be the second person. That's how the understanding will go. So first assignment will go here, second assignment will go here. Takes this data, control X, sorry, so takes this data, control X, and showcase it in second. That's how the things will go. And similarly, DEF, since this guy is having the first one 100, this is how the data will looks like. See how the ascending and descending happens. So it categorized the data based on subject, and also who got the more number of marks, he got assigned as a first, and he got assigned as a second, as he got the 95 in the 1 marks less than the above guy, right? Similarly, in the mathematics, he got 100, he is assigned as a first, and he assigned as a second. So rank is the function which helps to categorize the data and also assign the rank of the particular data. But there is another person, okay? Now, little bit of tweak I will do. There is another student who is having the same marks, right? eg, yeah, egh, whatever, right? For the mathematics, this person got the same 100 marks. Now how the things will happen when it is this person is got the 100 again, how the rank should happen? So this guy also should come as second, right? Because he's also got a same marks, equal marks, right? So rank will assign as second. If I use the dense rank, it will assign third bit, but there is a small difference I will tell you with the data. So now you understand that rank and dense rank functions are helpful to assign the ranks based on the categorization and also based on the data ascending or descending. Okay, that's how the things will go. Let's go and understand with the data. There is a table that has been created: ID, full name, last name, sorry, first name, last name, month, and sales product. So this is how the data goes. So continent Asia, under Asia country is India, and another continent, same continent, there is another country called Japan, and there are multiple cities mapped to that. In India, Bangalore is the one location. In Japan, there is a Tokyo and Hiroshima is another category, and sales amount will be. So basically, continent, under continent there is a country, country under the country there will be cities, cities will be having the respective sales amount for that particular continent. So that's how the data has been inserted into this. In the Europe, there is a UK country. Under UK there is a London and Manchester, and there is a corresponding sales amount. Under Europe again there is a country called France. Under France there will be city called Paris and Cannes. Under that there is a sales amount. Now my requirement is, I want to do the ranking function and dense ranking function based on country. If you observe, right, if I do the based on country, there are distinct country. If I do it, India, Japan, UK, and France, there are four distinct countries are available, but there is a data duplication is there. If I do the rank function on these country data, what it does is it categorize the data on India. For India, one first country it will assign as a 1, and second value it assign as a 2. For Japan also it will assign as a 1, and Japan,
So,
another Japan, it will assign as a 2. And UK, there is 1, there is a 2, again it will assign 1 2 1 2 for France. Since based on that,
sir,
go on, man.
turn on share screens.
Hmm?
Can you share screens?
I am
I'm not
sure.
able to see your screen.
Is it for everybody or it's only for Halaya?
Screen is not visible, sir.
Okay. Oh, from the beginning or just now? What is it?
From now, sir.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Then fine.
Just
Okay, now you guys can see.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So rank function, as I said, it categorizes the data based on the partition that I'm doing going to do. So now I'm doing this, whatever the data that is present in the sales table. Now I'm doing the categorization or ranking. I'm assigning the rank, and also I'm assigning the dense rank over the order by of country. So what I'm telling with this query is select rank is the Windows function that I need to use over class. There is no partition that I'm doing. Inside that, if I do the partition, it categorizes the data based on the country wise or continent wise or anything else. But here I'm just bypassing the partition. I'm just ascending or descending the order. I'm descending the data on the country wise. So in general, if I do like this, what does happens? I will show you. So now there is a sales table, and I just did the select star from sales table and order by country data descending. If I do like that, what does it do? So it descends the data of country. So U is the last letter, right? A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q. U is the last letter. Since I'm doing the descending on the country, UK came in the beginning, Japan came after, I came after India. Sorry, after Japan, India came. After India, it came France. If I do the descending, it is the reverse of that. France will come first, India will come second, Japan will come in the third, and UK will come in the end. If I do the descending, sorry, ascending. If I do the descending, it's the vice versa of it. UK will come first, Japan will come second, and India will come third, and France will come. If I do the general this much query, select star from sales order by country descending. Now I'm adding the flavor of rank and dense rank. Now my requirement is I want to assign the rank function based on the country data, which is placed in the order by descending of the country data. UK data, if I do the rank for this, what it does, it will assign 1 2, first two 1 and 2 categorizes, and it assigns the 1 and 2. And Japan, sorry, 1 for UK, it is same data, right? It will assign 1, and for UK also it will assign as a 1. For Japan it will assign as a 2, because the second highest, it does not categorize the data, it will assign the rank the data. Ranking function, how it works, since UK has the same value, you just think like that, 1000 and 1000, 1000 and 1000 are equal, right? When there is a duplicate data, you consider the above data also example. 100 marks he got as 100 and 100, another person also 100, then the rank obviously will be divided between the same rank, will be divided among the two people. That is 1 1 for the two people. Similar case, when I do the data ranking on the country wise data, UK same UK, right? It is not a different countries. So UK 1 will be assigned for this also, for this also it will assign as a 1. For Japan it will start assigning as a 2, and again for the another Japan it will assign 2 only for dense rank scenario. But in case of rank scenario, it skips the data. That's the difference. Only let's understand with that data. Now I am assigning the rank function and displaying the country based on the descending data, and also I am assigning the dense rank function over order by country data for the same descending of the country data, and I am displaying the country data and sales amount data as is without any disturbing the dense rank function. Now if you observe, right, R indicates the rank, dr indicates the dense rank. That's the aliasing that I have been given here. For rank function data I am aliased as R, for dense rank data I am aliasing as the dr, and also I am doing the rank function application on the country data which is descending in the order, right? If you observe the data, let's run together. Sorry, see, this is how the general descending of the country data. But when I assign the rank and dense rank for that, for UK, it assigned 1 1 only. Correct? For the rank function, it assigned 1 1. For dense rank function also, it assigned 1 1 only. But if you observe, when it starts the Japan, for rank function, it assigned as 3. For dense rank function, it doesn't assign as a 3, it assigned as a 2. What is the difference between rank and dense rank? Rank and dense rank, it will assign the ranking functionality from descending order to ascending or ascending order to descending, but it skips the middle rank. It skips the middle rank in the sense, when you use the rank function, it will skips the next particular rank value. But in case of dense rank, it does not skips the next allocated rank value. Example, when it do the dense rank, even though there is a next record Japan is there, it assigned as a 2 only. But in case of rank, it went to the third record. Since it is a third record, it skipped the second ranking function, it went to the third assignment. Okay, and little bit understanding for the third one, if when it goes to India, it assigned as a 3 for the next set of values. When you use the dense rank, it does not skip the any value in between. But if you observe the rank function value, it, since it is bypassed the third value, 3 is completed. Since the fourth value it should come as a, assign as a 3 here, but it will not assign, it will skip as a next record, it will go to the 5. Since if you consider this one as the 1 2 3 4, four records are over, fourth record is over, next record it will take it and assign as a fifth record and fifth rank. So basically, it skips the number of ranks in between the next assignment of the value. But in case of dense rank, it will not skip. It will keep on increasing the as is, just like identity values, but it categorize the data based on the country values here. France will assign as a 4, but if it is goes to rank functionality, for the seventh record, it will assign as 7th. For eighth record, also it assign as a 7th, because France are similar. If you assign another country here, it will not starts with eighth. Since eighth is already assigned to the seventh, sorry, eighth is already assigned to the other record, it will go to the ninth. It skips the seventh record because skip is seven is duplicated in the rank functionality. Let's understand with the and one more example. Now I did the only with the country data. Now if you observe the sales amount data, right? Sales amount data is first sales amount is 1000. Now my categorization will go on the sales amount and assign the ranks for that and understand the data. Please stop me and ask me the question if you guys not able to catch hold what I'm trying to explain. I don't think there is no much logic here, but I'm just reiterating. If you see, right, sales amount data also got descending order now. Okay, let's do one more thing. I did the wrong here. What I will do is, rather than the country, I will do sales amount descending. Okay, and also I'm applying the categorization of rank and dense rank on both the one for the sales amount for the rank functionality, sales amount for the dense rank functionality, and let's see the output, aliasing it as R and DR with the respective data values. See, now sales amount is showcased in the descending order. 4000 it displayed as the highest one, 3000 displayed as second one, 2000 displayed as next one, and 1000 displayed on the third one. If you assign the rank and dense rank functionality for 4000, it gives the rank and dense rank as a 1 1 only, right? If you observe, it gave 1 and it gave here also 1. But next value, which is in the dense rank case, it will pick the next rank value, that is second. So second, it will assign it as the for 3000. But in case of rank, it skips the second value because that is been already took it and assigned to the second row. It skips and went to the next rank available, which is 3, and it assigns to that particular record. Similar case here, since 3 is assigned to the 3, it has to assign because the same duplicate values are there. But when it comes to the next categorization of 2000, it in the dense rank function, it assigned as a 3 value because the third highest sales amount. But in case of rank, since it is assigned till fourth value record as a 3, it will skips the fourth one and it start assigning from the fifth rank. Any questions on that? This is the only difference between rank and dense rank. It skips the next rank value in between the values, but in case of dense rank, it will not skips the any rank values it keep on assigning the serialized rank values for the those sales amount records, those country records which are in the descending order. If I do the vice versa, the ranking also vice versa. You guys understood or not understood? So with this, right, I am asking you to go back and work, delete the create one table, insert the duplicate data, and try to delete the duplicate data by using the row number function, and also create one table, insert the data, and also find the nth highest salary, or ninth highest salary, or 10th highest salary. You guys need to come back and showcase me some examples, okay, and demonstrate how it works. If you guys understood, if you guys not understood, ask me question now, I can explain. Any questions or any thoughts? Last minute, I have only 1 minute to go. Okay, I will send the questions in the chat. Please answer them later point. I will share the whatever the discussion that we had today. Thank you all. If there is no questions.